Hello, everybody. I am the Sports Judge. Welcome back. Hope you're having a great Friday. Phoenix fired coach Frank Vogel on Thursday afternoon after just one season as the coach. Vogel went 49 and 33 in Phoenix, signed a 5-year, $31 million deal in June of last year. I don't know how you can fire this man after just one season. Just one season. You can't even see the full picture of what the Suns team could have been or what they could have looked like. You know, it's pretty hard to evaluate a team when the big three never got time together. Bradley Beal was never healthy. To me, Bradley Beal was just a weird, curious move for them. It was a weird trade. They were banking on Beal to be what he was in Washington. I don't know why they thought that knowing that he's injury prone and can't really stay healthy, what they saw in him. I really don't know. There were roster issues. You traded for a guy who never really was a good fit. It was a broken franchise mainly because of the way the franchise was structured. Am I not surprised? Not at all. I'm not really sure if you can really place the blame on one particular person, though. I mean, maybe the owner needs to look at himself for blowing up a good team for two more stars with the same game, one of whom can't play defense. They traded away their best perimeter defender. You didn't have a lot of depth nor size to match up well against the Timberwolves, and after an embarrassing first round exit, you fired the coach after just one season. At least give the coach a decent roster to work with. At least give him another year to see if he can turn it around. I can't say I'm surprised that Frank Vogel is gone. I can't say I didn't see this coming. I think we kind of saw it coming. You know, there were rumors and speculations about his job security, about him being on the hot seat. Unfortunately, someone has to be the fall guy. The real reason he got fired is because the team got swept in the first round and got embarrassed. I think if the Suns didn't get swept and advanced past the first round, Vogel keeps his job, gets another year. If anybody knows what it's like to be the guy who takes a fall, it's Vogel. He didn't last very long in LA when he coached the Lakers. Sadly, if you don't win, your job is unsecure. Your job isn't safe. No job is safe. Coaches in today's NBA last no time. You'll be lucky to last longer than a couple of seasons with a losing record. That's the reality of it. I think Vogel took the fall for three superstars who are not being held accountable. You had three guys on the team who viewed themselves as superstars, unable to communicate and work together. No unity. Too much, individualism. And what does that mean when there's a lack of chemistry and a lack of togetherness? They're not connected. This team is not connected. There's a disconnect, no connectivity, no talking on the floor. Nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing, when on the floor, who's guarding who, when to come over and help the defender. You got guys jacking up shots instead of being unselfish and making that extra pass to create for the next guy. There's no ball movement. The offense is stagnated. Nobody's getting back on defense. Nobody is committed to playing defense. And because everything went wrong with the Phoenix Suns, Frank Vogel is the guy who, unfortunately, had to pay the price. And now you turn to a guy who has a championship on his resume and has a track record of playoff wins in Mike Budenholzer. So now you're asking him to be the voice who can turn it around. Not sure he can even make a difference with this team. Not the way it's constructed, but one thing I can say about Budenholzer, and this was the guy I wanted for the Lakers, but one thing I can say about him and what I like about him is that he emphasizes physicality within the defense and focus most of his efforts defensively. I really liked him for the Lakers. I just thought with his emphasis on defense and his coaching style that he would fit with them and could help the Lakers turn the corner. Look, folks, we're in an era where the executives mean more for team success. Since they acquire these big name stars, they expect you to win. Make them happy, more wins than losses. That's what it comes down to. Coaches are scapegoats when the GMs and owners load their teams with superstars that don't complement each other. And when the team loses or falls short of the main objective, it's the coach's fault. Yes, the coach is the one that usually takes the fall. I like Frank Vogel, but his style never worked for the Suns. I thought that was a strange hire as well. Now, do I think this was a raw deal? Absolutely. They had no bench and no true leader. Absolutely, this was a raw deal. He deserved another year at least. I felt like they fired the wrong guy. But it's a shady business. It's a shady business. And a lot of these owners don't like to place the blame on themselves, but others. This team had no unity, no culture, no point guard, terrible defense. It was a bad move to fire Vogel. They need some camaraderie and they need a true floor general. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he would have gotten fired had the Suns not gotten swept. See, it's a lot easier to fire a coach than offload $50 million due to Bill next season. I believe that all these teams are paying so much money for players that they no longer have tolerance for the coaching staff if the team has a mediocre season and if the tension they create is going to lead many of these teams to ruin. They needed time to play together and showcase their talents. They weren't given enough time. Frank Vogel was given this lineup and can only do so much with so little and with what he has. I couldn't be a coach in today's NBA. I really couldn't, because there's no job security. You're not safe unless your name is Eric Spoelstra. You're not safe, especially if you're coaching a team that's not constructed to meet the expectations of an owner who thinks 3 superstars is the answer to winning a championship. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. Thanks for tuning in to the channel. Today, I got a cool shirt on for all my NBA fans out there. You guys know Dennis Rodman. I just wanted to show it off a bit. But this is my graphic tee today. Dennis Rodman is on my graphic tee. And those of you who followed the NBA in the 90s, man, you guys know how much of a pest he was. He was a pesky defender. He knew how to antagonize people. He knew how to get under your skin. And he was one of the best rebounders we've ever seen. And that's my graphic today. But we'll talk very soon, everyone. Thanks for watching. Before I do get out of here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We'll talk soon. Peace.